Hey you guys, it's Melissa here with aRawLifestyle, and I just wanted to give you guys this quick video. First of all, I want to apologize for it being on my webcam. It's late, and I really don't feel like dealing with my camera. I just wanted to mention that I did not weigh in today, Friday, April 9th, because it's that time of the month for me, and I just don't feel like it's really an accurate reflection of weight loss. So that being said, I will have a weigh-in next Friday, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. I am pretty excited about it, feel good about it. And then this video, the reason why I'm making this video, there's two reasons. One, to be honest with myself and with you guys and to hold myself accountable. And two, just to remind myself why I'm choosing a different lifestyle. You make mistakes and you gain the wisdom from them. So it's all a learning experience. And I just want to remind myself to learn from the mistakes and not keep making them over and over and over again. So that being said, I just wanted to mention that this week was a really tough week for me. Really, really tough week. I wasn't as high of raw as I have been. However, I have obviously been eating lots of raw foods. And two, I completely bombed my test for nursing 103. And even though I got an A on the first one, this brought me down to like almost failing the class. So there's two more tests, but it's just not a good feeling, and I haven't gotten to the point yet where I can deal with my feelings, and I'm just ready to surrender. You're going to have to deal with the feelings. You're going to have to deal with the feelings that come up and release them, so that way you don't have to deal with them again. Sorry, this webcam, I'm just not used to it. I don't want to look all crazy. There. But yeah, so that kind of made me feel really bad. I just found out about that yesterday, and then just feeling like crap and just not being in a good mood, and just the feelings of negative feelings are just all around me. And there's negative people, and sometimes you just can't escape them. So I succumbed, and I was invited to go to a buffet, and of course I'm like, yeah, sure, any excuse not to cook and clean, because I have to cook and clean every single day, or not necessarily cook, but prepare food for me and my kids, and we all have to get fed, and it all has to get done, and I do it all myself, and I'm busy, and so that can be overwhelming. So yeah, I kind of just took that as my excuse, like, yeah, I want to go out. And I didn't tell myself, hey, you're going to have salad and you're going to do just fine. I didn't tell myself that at all. I did bring the digestive enzymes, which, they help, and it's great, but it's not an excuse like, oh, I'm going to go eat this cooked food and this meat and this and that and all this stuff that's bad for me, because I'll just take a digestive enzyme and I'll be just fine. No, it's definitely better to take them to not have them at all, but that's not a good excuse to eat the bad foods. Anyways, I ate at a buffet, and I ate everything I wanted until my heart was content, or until I felt like I couldn't eat another morsel. I didn't even eat a salad. That's how terrible it is, and I love salad, and whenever I go to a buffet, I always hit the salad up first. Even when I was living and eating the sad lifestyle, I always ate salad. But I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want to go on mumbling and jumbling about whatever. I just really want to get a couple points across. I succumbed, I gave in, and I ate a bunch of food that I haven't been eating, and I feel like crap. I have heartburn so bad that I had to take a Tums. When I was doing like that week that was almost 100% raw, I had no heartburn. I felt great. All the feelings were perfect. So that weight loss was so rapid that I was like, wait, I have to put the brakes on, and I didn't really know like the best way to put the brakes on. So what I did was I just lowered my raw food intake. And so the week following, I lowered it a little bit, and I lost a little bit of weight still. And then the week following that, somehow I just lowered it even more. And then this week, it was doing really good for the most part, and then just kind of lowered it the last couple of days. And I've also noticed like my morale lowered, my sense of well-being was lowered, negative feelings were heightened. Those positive feelings were lowered, and the test grade, and it's like I almost feel like there's some evil presence that just pull you into failure. I feel like, the spiritual pull, the tug of war, I feel it all the time. And it's a scary, scary place to be if you're not prepared. And so I need to fill my spiritual needs as well as my emotional needs and my physical needs on this journey. Honestly, with me, it is going to be a complete transformation all the way around, because I need to be reborn. I need to have a rebirth, because I can't continue to hold on to all the emotional baggage and all the negative feelings that I've had my entire life. I could sit here and tell you my whole life story about, my parents not being there for me. I didn't have a dad. The choices I made as an adolescent and teenager and young adult because of those. There's so much that I have held on to emotionally. And every chance that I'm brought down to that lower level is an excuse to fail where I want to be. I've almost succeeded at so many things in my life right before that end result, right before that success that you've been waiting for this whole time, and then it's failure. And I have to put a stop to that. I have to put a stop to it. I will put a stop to it. What I'm planning on doing is making myself more accountable. Honestly, I learned a lot from this, and that's what matters. The seeds have been planted. I've learned a lot. I've, filled my brain with the knowledge, and I'm still learning. It's going to be a never-ending process. But the point that I want to make is the seeds are there, and now it's time to sow and watch them grow. And so that's where I'm at. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, and I'm going to make a bomb diggity juice. I'm just going to make the best juice I've had in a long time. And I'm going to go from there. I'm going to listen to my body, what my body wants me to feed it. And I'm done with the mind games. I'm done with my mind playing tricks on me, telling me, oh, you can't lose 6 pounds in a week. That's too much. Maybe I just need to bump up the exercise. It's all trial and error for me, and it's okay. I just finished watching Dan McDonald's Go Raw, Stay Raw. And there was a lot of helpful information in there just about the trial and error and the ups and downs and just getting through it. And so that's where I'm at, and the hardest part is dealing with the feelings that come up, the feelings that make you not love yourself. I almost wonder, am I ever going to love myself enough? I want to, but you beat yourself up for so long that it's really hard to climb out of that dark hole. It's like I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then I fall back down. And then I get a little bit closer, and then I fall back down. I've hit the ground enough times. I really have. So this is just my video, my confession. I went to the buffet. I vegged out. I regret it. I don't know if I want to use that word because I don't. I do, but I don't. I regret it in the sense that I feel like crap, and I don't like feeling this way. But in the sense, I don't regret it because I've learned that I've learned my triggers, and I need to prepare ahead of time now for those triggers and stop them before they get there. And by this I mean my kid's dad drives truck. He comes back into town, and it's like he's used to going out to eat all the time, so it's like, hey, let's go out to eat. And I'm like, hey, yeah, let's go out to eat, so I don't have to cook and clean and do all the stuff I do that I get so sick of doing. There's just not a fun way to do dishes and clean up messes all the time. You get sick of it. But if that's going to happen again, I need to say, you know what, go ahead, I'm going to make a juice, or go ahead, I'm going to have a salad. And I just need to say no. But I really have a hard time loving myself enough to do good by myself. So I just want to share my ups and downs. This is definitely a down, but there are flowers coming out of this dead plant. They just haven't bloomed yet, but they're budding. And so that's where I'm at. Just remember, Melissa, how you felt eating those foods. You don't want them. You definitely don't want meat. You don't want the heartburn. You did so good. The heartburn's gone. You felt normal. You couldn't believe it. And now you're like back to square one? No, I don't think so. This is a new beginning for sure. Stay tuned, you guys. Until later. I hope everybody has a good night.